I'm going to FIGA. Are you coming with me? Definitely, you can come with me. But you should come along with me to FIGA. Yeah, that's the name of a place. There's no use looking up Google because Google will give you some name of an association and some other meanings. And you don't have to learn anything today. You just have to come along with me, check if everything is okay, and then go back home. Are you ready? Are you coming? Meanwhile, welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Rini Rose Matthew, and today we are just going somewhere. Yeah, we're going by road. Okay, so you can decide if you want to go by car, auto rickshaw, bullock cart, or cycle. But it's going to be by road. It's a road journey, and now you know what I'm trying to say. Many people ask me what is the meaning of a road map. Of course, you have a roadmap for everything, but because we are working on mindset, mental health, along with language, I think a roadmap is essential. Here is the definition of a roadmap in simple words for you to refer. So, what you have to do is just relax, come along with me, and I am going to take you to 4 different areas of this island. What is the name of the island? FIGA, FIGA. And I'll tell you why I call it FIGA. It's a kind of strange name. Even I didn't know anything about it, but it's about FIGA in language learning. The first one, FIGA. So you have F. F stands for the first area, and that is foundation. Do you have a checklist with you? It's okay if you have a notebook, otherwise, you just have to register in your mind. When you begin working on the language, what are you supposed to do? Should you just learn the grammar immediately? No. Just think of the children. They are taught the letters. Yes, the English alphabet. So letters are there. Now, when I was a child, I remember learning it just like that. But there was a time when we had some teachers from the international school, the British teachers, they taught us the sound. But today, most of the schools incorporate that where they teach the sounds. So, for example, you have A, and it's not just A, it's R. The associated sound is R, apple, car, right? So, they teach the sounds along with the letters also. Of course, the vowels are important. You have the vowels, and they teach the sounds there. But along with the alphabets, if you know the sounds, it's easier. So that is what you have to check. If you know the sounds associated with the letters, it's not possible to learn all these things by heart because it comes with reading and practice. So in this particular area of FIGA island, you can call it island or country or continent, it's up to you. Just check if you know the sounds. Different flashcards are available online for both numbers and alphabets. If you want, you can purchase it, it's tagged here. Or else you can use the same idea to create your own flashcards. It's really useful. So I'm giving you the roadmap now. If you don't know the sounds, go back, check how much you know. If you feel that you don't know most of it, it's okay. You can just pay attention. You don't have to sit and write the sounds. It's not possible. Yeah. The next thing is check if you can give the numbers in English. If you're working on Hindi, if you're working on any other language, check if you can pronounce the numbers properly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the basics. And then the days of the week, the months, the names of the months, like that. You can just check what you know. These are the basics, and you will have to just check this in the first area. This much is clear. Is FIG exciting for you? Well, this was very exciting for me because I was not given such a roadmap. And I just want to tell you that this is really helpful. If you're an intermediate learner, don't worry. You can go back to this area every time. It's just like visiting your favorite park, your favorite place, a cafe, just like that. Keep visiting this area called foundation. You can also try comprehending the meaning of subject, verb, main clause, subordinate clause, all these things. Just understand. You write a sentence, understand what is a subject, a verb. I'm sure that you know all these things because we learn it in Hindi and other second language, the first language, everything. But recap. Try to see if you really know the meaning of subject, verb. This much you should do in this particular area. Now we are going to the second one, and that's for the elementary people who are working on the intermediate level, pre-intermediate level. So here you can try making very short sentences. So you know the days of the week, you know the names of the month, you also know numbers. You have to try making very short sentences. Along with that, check if you know and if you're able to describe in simple language these words connected to emotions and feelings: sorrow, happiness, excitement, enthusiasm, disappointment. So these are for the adult learners. You can write it down. Now, I have given the link to every segment down in the description. So if you really want to know how to learn the basics, it's there. So when it comes to foundation, if you really want to know how to write and learn, I've given whatever is available. You can check, and if you want more videos, let me know the exact area. Like that, I've given everything. So F was for foundation, G is for the pre-intermediate, grammar and vocabulary. So let's come to what is to be checked here. What are you supposed to tick on your checklist? Check if you are able to make very short sentences, if you know the tenses. Simple things like simple past, simple present, simple future. Only the simple tenses, because all the other tenses revolve around this. I always tell my learners this. Check if you know the tenses. Along with that, check if you're able to make very, very short sentences and if you're able to describe these feelings and emotions. If you don't know, it's okay. Check the definition. Think about it. Think about the last time you felt disappointed. Think about the last time you experienced sorrow, when you were sad, and then try to define. Because you are creating something, you have to make your own sentences. I remember doing all these things, but then it was not called the roadmap. We didn't know anything about that. Roadmap was the literal roadmap, okay? But now you have the roadmap when it comes to skill development and so many other aspects of education and learning. Okay, so that is the second place, grammar and vocabulary. You just have to check if you know the tenses and try making sentences. You can take one sentence, for example, I am sitting here. This is present tense, of course, present continuous, but I sit here, I'm sitting here, I sat here, maybe yesterday, last Tuesday. I will sit there, future. So like that, you take the same verb or the same context and try putting it in different tenses. That much, just check that much. That is about grammar, vocabulary. If you feel bored, you can do one more thing. You can use any app that you like. There are a lot of apps available connected to the English language. Go there, read the short sentences. Try to extend the sentence if you want. Okay? How are you? My name is Rini. My name is this. Okay? I work with this company. I live in. I come from. Very short sentences. I like stitching. I like reading. My hobbies keep changing, but now I like. You don't have to go for the advanced words, but just write very short, simple sentences. Make sure that the tenses are correct. It's not enough that you say, I know the tenses, but you have to check this way. So that is about G from FIGA, grammar, vocabulary. Are you ready to go to the third place? Now it's time for I, and I stands for immersion and fluency. You would have heard many creators saying, immerse yourself, get engrossed. Even I have spoken about this. If you haven't watched that video, this is for you. You have to immerse yourself, and this should happen subconsciously. You cannot force yourself to get immersed and get engrossed in whatever you're doing. Along with immersion comes fluency. So fluency will not come to you just like that. When you get engrossed, when you immerse yourself, remember visiting F, and then you went to G, you have checked everything, now you have to immerse. What is the meaning of immersion? You're able to make short sentences. Also, you're writing very short and simple lines in your notebook. You can begin reading very short stories. There are one-page stories. I've done a video where you can find just one paragraph stories. Try writing like that. It really helps. So that is one thing you can do. There are other things. There are interesting activities. Try speaking in English. Switch the instructions, notifications to English. Read, immerse yourself. Listen to English without the subtitles, because I've already done videos on why you shouldn't be using subtitles all the time. That's the meaning of immersion. You can write very short paragraphs. If you don't want to try writing, you can just read those paragraphs, read aloud. Talk to your co-learners, talk to speaking partners. If you don't have any partner, create your own environment. I didn't have any speaking partners. I began teaching online only from 2020. So till then, I was reading, I was into reading, speaking, listening, going to school, colleges, and working. Yeah, so offline, then came online sessions along with that. So what you can do is, if you don't have any speaking partners, create your own environment. Do the activities that I've mentioned earlier, where you speak to yourself on different topics. It's already there. I've given the link. And along with that, you can check for very simple idioms and phrases. Phrases are very important in English, and it's very easy. What is the meaning of a phrase? To put it in simple terms, 2 or 3 words put together. That's it. Like as well as. There are some other phrases, verbal phrases, prepositional phrases, there are noun phrases, but just check for very simple phrases and idioms. You cannot learn everything in a day. Write it down. It will not take more than 3 minutes. The only problem is you don't sit down or you don't take that effort. You have to put in that extra 2% effort to write it down, which will not consume much time. The amount of time that you spend walking around, simply listening to something that's not useful, or just going through the reels. I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but of course we all waste a lot of time. Put in that 2% effort, and definitely you're going to reap the fruits of your hard work. So write down the basic idioms, phrases. Try to use that in those paragraphs. Remember, I told you to write short paragraphs. There, go back to that book. Just check where you can put those idioms and phrases. Then it becomes better. It's like you step up your skills. Whatever you've written is already there. It's good. It's great. But you're just going to modify. Because this will happen when you speak. You will also get the words as you speak. You will speak better. So when you put it in writing, it registers better. You may think that you write very well, but you can't speak. Actually, yes, that's correct to an extent, but you could be making the same mistakes. If you make 10 mistakes while speaking, you could be making 2 or 3 mistakes while writing. Some of them make the same number of mistakes also. When you write, you're more comfortable. That is a fact. But when you speak, you may not be that comfortable. You may put in more effort. You may feel as if you're struggling. You can try speaking what you understand in your own words. This can lead to consistency. It will not take more than 25 minutes. Definitely, you will get that. The last place is what's left. We have finished F. I is over. G is over. What is A? Can you guess what's A? So you know that I stands for the intermediate learners, even the upper intermediate learners. But when it comes to A, it's the advanced area. Now that doesn't mean beginners are prohibited. They cannot enter. It's not that you just cannot enter the advanced zone. Of course you can see, remember window shopping? Just go there, see what's there. Sometimes we plan to buy certain things, but when we don't have the money, when the budget doesn't allow, we reserve it for the future. So this will happen. It's not like buying things, but just see what's happening in the advanced area. It's for the upper intermediate learners and the advanced learners. There you can listen to debates. You can get engrossed in discussions with your co-learners and speaking partners. You can check better idioms. You can try rephrasing and reframing everything that you've written. If you get to listen to something in your own native language, you can try paraphrasing. Instead of translating, of course, translation is a different process. I've already spoken about this at length, but you can try paraphrasing, putting it in your own words, or you can try creating a summary. So a summary will also help you. If you don't have anybody who's interested in discussions, you can write your own stories, poetry. A is for advanced and upper intermediate learners, where you can experiment, explore, and just do anything that you like with so many other aspects of language. I've given enough activities on that, but coming back to the other 3 areas, okay, F, I, G. What you have to do is just tell yourself that I know all these things, but I have to just put in 5% effort. That's all. So read more. If you're already reading one paragraph, if you feel that you're already reading newspapers, some of you tell me, ma'am, I'm reading books, I understand everything, but I'm not able to speak. Maybe you are not speaking on your own. Maybe you're not writing. So that's why I told you to have this checklist. So you came along with me to all these 4 areas. Have you checked? Do you think that you lack in certain areas? If you feel that I've been doing everything but still I'm not fluent, then there could be certain methods. Your methods could be wrong. Some of you just end up speaking to people or just listening to conversations alone without doing the other things. You have to balance, you have to moderate. You are the moderator when you don't have anybody else. If you really want my guidance, you can join my training sessions. But as you know, I focus on only very few learners at a time because I give personalized sessions and personal attention. It's not the same pattern that I follow because some of you face fear. But if you're capable of learning on your own, please do that. It's really easy. That's what I did. I've taken you to this island or continent, whatever you want to call it, FIGA. And if you have any questions, if you want me to create any particular video on a particular topic, please email or you can put it in the comment section. But please be sure that it's not repeated because I have covered many topics on my channel. Just check if I have at least mentioned some of them. Otherwise, if it's a totally new topic, if you want me to review a book also, you can write that because simple books have been helping so many people. Right, so I hope this is going to help you and I hope you enjoyed the journey. Here I have given the roadmap summarizing all you need. You can take a screenshot. Happy learning!